Downtown Indianapolis moving at warp speed in this time-lapse footage. We're in the basketball hotbed of Indiana. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And a great time to check out the power rankings, see how the teams are stacking up across the league. You look at the Lakers, they're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but not quite well enough to make up any ground and get into that next tier.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. B out there with Levine, and it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Indiana, it's Warren and Leaf. They're the forwards. And there's Miles Turner, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Holiday, and it's shooting guard. A couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. The shot by Turner, no good. Here's B, and it's sent back by Turner. Pass to McConnell. Finished off the break.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
Out to the right wing. Markkanen passes to B, and it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. About a minute played so far here in the first.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Poked away. McConnell passes to Turner. Levine against Holiday. From downtown. That one misses. And it's Chicago the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, Greg. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Here's B. The rebound by Turner.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
McConnell. The pass to Leaf. Outside Holiday. Pass to McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Looking now at the numbers for Carter, how his last 10 games have gone. He's getting around 4 points a game, almost 3 blocks, and 8 rebounds. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Floats one up, and McConnell gets it to go.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Bulls have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's B. Here's Markkanen. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Warren against Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Warren, good.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
And it's a foul. It's called on T.J. Leaf. That's his first foul. Indiana on D. B. He's covered by McConnell.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Warren against Porter. Warren kicks to McConnell. Picked away. Here's B. And stolen by McConnell. Holiday against Levine. Has to Leaf. Some nice passing here by Indiana. McConnell passes to Leaf. The kick out to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. He doesn't hit that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're...
Indiana leading, taking a look at the Bulls. B out there with White. Then it's Young. Then there's Murray. And it's Felicio in at the 5, down low. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his third foul of the game. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And that one is good. Holiday's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
Well, Domantas Sabonis is one of the outstanding passers from the post position that we have in today's game. If you're open, he'll find you.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Spurs got the job done. He scored 41 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. That was just the latest in a string of very productive games for him. We'll see if he can keep this streak going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot. And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
And Indiana making a change here. McConnell's checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Marjanovic is checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Turner.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
Doris, you've played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
Great insight. Now the Bulls with it. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's B. Right on the bucket. B's got 6 in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, Greg, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
And here's McConnell. 9-point game his last outing. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Hands the 12-footer.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Chicago.
The Bulls leading by 4. Passes it to B. Here's the 3. Tries again. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Here's McConnell. A second chance effort. Sabonis, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The shot's good from B. Pacers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Holiday, right wing. Fades away. And that one goes long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Knocks it down in the bucket from B.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McConnell with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Johnson finds Sabonis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Warren subbed in for Johnson. And Chicago also making a switch. Valentine's checked in for Young. Indiana trailing here. Holiday looking for an opening. McConnell kicks to Warren. Holiday against White. 6 to shoot. For Indiana, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Free throw, good, Holiday. So both teams changing. With 1 on the clock, the shot no good. And so it's Chicago holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. He's checked in for Chris Dunn. The pass to Holiday. Here's McConnell, guarded by Levine. Warren against Porter. Lets it go from 14. And the shot by Warren, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
It's Warren and Leaf. They're the forwards. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Turner. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
When you watch Lowry, Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. A shot by McConnell, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Shot's good from B.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Turner inside. Carter on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Warren with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
McConnell passes to Leaf. Levine against Howard. Pass to Leaf. They need this. It's good from long range. Leaf's got himself on the board with 3 there. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. B, the pass to Levine. Here's B. They get it again. And Markkanen throws it down.
And rising with such ease, Markkanen likes to get up top to bring it down.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, I think one thing coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
And some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for TJ Leaf. Johnson comes in for Warren. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Chicago also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. And it's White in for Levine. Holiday goes in. On the wing, Holiday. Clock at 6. Over White. Dives for it, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
Well, you look at B. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there are just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Warren.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
The shot. Good. Nice play there from B. B's got 10 points here in the second half.
The defensive intensity must pick up. It hasn't been the same this half.
Here's Holiday. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
No, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Pacers trail by 19. Inside, here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The shot's good from B.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. No good on that one. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 17-6 run.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
Young trying to break free. The shot's good from B.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Holiday, the pass to McDermott. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Makes it off the glass. McDermott's got 6.
Well, the respect you have to have for McDermott's jump shot opens up that drive for the easy opportunity.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. Well, you look at B, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Takes the 3. A rebound by Bitadze. Pacers trail by 17. Done with some nice D. Chicago's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. No good from B. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Over in the corner, Warren. Holiday against Dunn. Holiday gets the bucket. And so here is Chicago. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's B. And again, no good by Chicago. On its way from McDermott for 2. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Porter. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Chicago, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Teams deciding to change it up. B guarded by Holiday. And the foul on Miles Turner. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's B. That shot off. So the Pacers will take it the other way. So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's B in at the 1 spot. Here's Holiday. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
McDermott dishes to Turner. And he gets it to go.
Well, 6'11", 255 pounds. Miles Turner using that size to his advantage.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. You're breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Back to Warren. 4 on the clock. Over Porter. That one off the back iron and out.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
B, the pass to Levine. B, he's covered by McConnell. Shoots off the step back. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bulls.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for B.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Levine for 3. And the Bulls get it back. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And here's Warren for 3. Misses. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And